Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Haiku Friday, August 30th, 2024. Um, yeah. Hey, we're going to do some chatting as always, but let's get going with some haikus. Let's just start out, right? Let's just get going here. All right. Here we have two from Max Q. This one, Max Q only wrote one, and then we had a little conversation, which spurred a second one. I'm going to take out these glasses because, well, you know what? Actually, my eyes don't look that good. I'm going to put my glasses back on. What's going on here? Okay. I think I might be having an unstable internet connection right now, but that's okay. We'll muddle through here. First one from Max Q. It didn't work out. I tried. I cried a little. That's the way it goes. Hmm. Yeah. Well, Max Q, you are a warrior of the heart, methinks. Yeah, that's good. But then Max Q had sent something like, I forget, it was like a meme kind of thing, texted me, uh, what was it? 2020, 2024. Sometimes you have to flush twice, which started a little conversation. And then, so that inspired Max Q to write the second one on the fly. A most persistent, a greasy lard infused turd floats most noxiously. That's the kind of haikus you need to hear first thing on a Friday morning. All right. Thank you, Max Q. Here's one from Bill. And Bill sent along a picture of a bus departing Calgary to Edmonton. And this was the haiku that went with it. Son leaves for his home. He doesn't know how much he's missed until he has kids. Every parent knows this. Every parent remembers when they were a kid and their mom and dad would say, I love you so much. And go, yeah, I love you too, mom. I love you too, dad. But then when you become a parent, it's that, oh, I love you kind of feeling that you don't know until you're a parent. Anyway, thank you, Bill. Beautiful as always. And thanks for the pictures. I love seeing the pictures with what has inspired you to write. Now, this one from Laurel. Again, Laurel's very good at painting pictures with her words, I feel like. And this one I kind of luxuriate in, and it brought back some childhood memories, which I shared with Laurel. But here we go. Laurel's. Sea time aches toward the shores of your longing gaze, soft nacre to flesh. And I looked nacre, Nacre. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I hope I didn't screw it up. Because that's a word I've never used before. But I am familiar with mother of pearl, which it refers to. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm back to 1967 with that lovely haiku. And just, again, the luxuriousness of these words are just wonderful. And, the power of the haiku, 17 syllables, 575, and you can do that. And speaking of the powerfulness and masterfulness of haiku given in the right hands, used in the right hands, here's Rico-san's. Shadows on the page, shifting with the sighing boughs, leavening the words. Now, I'm going to put I'm going to put all the words themselves down in the comments section, both on Facebook and on YouTube, because this one of Rico-san's, it's good to look at the words sometimes too, because this one, there's a magic There's a magic thing that happens with these words. Oh my gosh. Sounds to me the forces of anti-haikudom on a bombing run. It's weird to be on the receiving end of a bombing run as opposed to the delivering end where I used to make. That's how I used to pay for my supper by bombing. Okay, looks like I wasn't the target after all. Here we go. And this, I guess, this was a good. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Laurel. Thank you, Rika-san. Lovely. Um, Here is mine, and it just has to be kind of apropos to what just happened with the aeroplane flying over. Ear splitting deafness. Angry angels' keening cry march into the maw. Yeah, okay, that's what I have to say. So that's the Haiku Friday. There you go. I'm going to talk about what's gone on this last week. It's been a good week. It's been a good, interesting, and fun week. I told Sarah last night we went backpacking and a baseball game all in the same week. Big week for somebody like me. And it was a great backpacking trip. Now my favorite place in the Selkirks. We've been there 2 years in a row. And it's unlike much of the topography that you would find in the Selkirks, and plenty of camping spaces, but not very many people at all. And if you want to know about this place, message me because I'm not gonna be in the habit of divulging this wonderful place. Let me the never have seen huckleberries so thick in my life. It was an amazing, and the place is magical. It's a magical place. I know I'm using magical a lot. I feel like I'm Doug Henning this morning, but all right. So, but backpacking makes me realize how overwhelmed I've been by some things. And some of those things right now, I'm doing work on running for my life, which is a project that Eve Lupert, Pam Kingsley, and I've been working on. That is a retrospective of um, women Congress members who ran from the treasonous, invading, traitorous folks on January 6th that tried to overturn our democracy and their words, and having local women basically read those words, act them out a little bit. And so that's been a fun project, but it's got so many moving pieces for me because I'm not acting in it, but I am doing the videography of it, and the pieces are coming in, and it's confusing me, and think I'm confusing people with what we're asking for. So it's been after this Haiku Friday, I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to clear my mind, and I'm going to dig back into running for my life. But other projects, this is where my heart is, I think, anymore. I like to write a lot still, but man, the painting and stuff has been still the lifesaver for me. As you know, I was in the working with Spokane Shakespeare Society a little bit. I was in a play this last month and in July, and they're doing a new play called Mortal Terror, which is it's about it's a work of fiction about Shakespeare writing Macbeth during the time of the gunpowder plot. And so I made a poster for that. I'll be selling these posters. You can buy one from me here if you want. But they're also going to be available at the play itself because I think people want these. They're signed, they're numbered, they're embossed, and here they are right here. And of course, look at that. I even put them in a protective coating with a cardboard backing. Oh, height, I've upped my ante here. I've got a little skeleton running with a gunpowder keg. He's got a Macbeth crown on, dancing on a Guy Fawkes floor. I mean, did I shove everything into this thing? Yes, I did. So it's Mortal Terror by Robert Brustein, Shakespeare in the Gunpowder Plot, theatrically presented in the parks of Spokane, Manitou, Sky Prairie, and Riverfront Park. So that has been got these all printed up. It's a little bit of work doing all that stuff. So those posters will be $20 at the event, and I will be Spokane Shakespeare Society gets $5 of that. I'm going to take the 15 and pay for what I did, and maybe pocket little art making change. Maybe we'll see. It seems like most of my projects I deem successful if I don't make any money. That's dumb. I got to start thinking about paying for doing this stuff. And so I just finished this thing. Now, those of you who paint or do or writing and painting to me are like the same thing. You're trying to solve a problem, tell a story, and at the same time, know when to quit editing, when to say that's enough and it's time to move on. And this thing has given me a particular problem in this regard. And I'm thinking I might have to back up a little bit. Let's see. Okay, yeah. There it is. There it is. Can you see it? Can you see it okay? Maybe. This is a painting inspired by the ghost town of Granite, Montana. And I had some more things that I wanted to do to this, and I might do a little bit more. But I think this is at least it's done, or 99% done, I would say, because I like the feeling of it now, and it was the feeling I was trying to capture about this very cool ghost town. If you ever get a chance, now there's two ghost towns in Montana. They're fairly close together, Garnet and Granite. And Garnet was a smaller town, but the buildings are more well preserved. Granite has there's like one building that's sort of semi-standing still, and the rest it's just returned to wilderness. You can see the indentations, but when you see the pictures of what this town looked like, it was a big town. It was a big town. I don't know, thousands of people live there, and it's just gone. And I love that kind of stuff. So that's my painting there for that. And I think this one will be, I got to finish up on it because I've got other projects that I'm working on. One of which I'm going to collaborate with my son, Aiden, a little bit. Aiden works in an ER, and my mom, who's been, her health's been failing, and she was in the ER the other day, and she really hated this print of a painting they had in there. But of course, I'm intrigued by this painting because like there's something about it that works, and I can't put my finger on it. It's a use of space that seems like a real waste of some space. But there's something about this like in your face giant piece of canvas that's not being used that drew me in. And so I've been playing with that. So I want to do artwork based on prints that are probably cheaply bought and placed in ER rooms. And ER rooms are such a place of drama. Having been in them lots of times as a paramedic and dealing with people, end of life stuff, bringing them in to the ER, pumping on their chest and with their IVs, and I've intubated them and all that stuff. And it's weird because then there's these tranquil pieces of art that are kind of screaming out like, hey, I hope things get better for you. But yeah, so I'm intrigued by the artwork in ER. So if you're in an ER today, in between your screaming, perhaps take a picture for me of the work in the room that you're in. And they don't call them ERs anymore; they're EDs, emergency departments, because it's more than a room. So if you're in the ED in an ER, send me a picture. Tell me the name of it. Tell me the room number. That's how I think I'm going to name them by the room numbers. But anyways, my son Aiden, he works in an ER, and I said, if it doesn't get you in trouble, and it's okay. When you're on a break or something, maybe you could send me a picture of a painting in the ER, and I'm going to work on that. So that's what I'm working on right now. I've already done a watercolor. I should show you those. I've been doing little watercolor doodles. Um, but that's going to be the next thing. And I had I had a really good name for it, and it wasn't art. That wasn't it. It's a better name than that. I can't remember what it was for this project. So that's probably going to be next. So I need to start clearing, saying that's good. I'm done with that. So that's where this one will be pretty soon. Okay. Oh, the art giveaway went well. Went well. No complaints here. People got art, walked away with it. Yay, it was good. It was all good. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning into Haiku Friday. Send me your haikus. Put them on the comment section down below. On YouTube, I don't check the comments too much, but if you're looking at Facebook, I'll check those comments, and I will read your haiku, or you can send them to me. Just go to haikufriday.com. That's where all the haikus are. And there's a link there, and you can send it to me, and voila. I will be reading your haikus. Love and life. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to Haiku Friday. Have a great weekend. Bye now.